Just over 2 months ago, I spoke with you in the same spot about the challenges facing our auto industry, and I laid out what needed to be done to save two of America's most storied automakers, General Motors and Chrysler. Throughout this process, I wanted to ensure that none of GM's stakeholders received special treatment because of our government's involvement. That's why I instructed my auto task force to treat all of GM's stakeholders fairly. What we have then is a credible plan that is full of promise. But GM can't put this plan into effect on its own. Executing this plan will require a substantial amount of money that only a government can provide. That's why our government will be making a significant additional investment of about $30 billion in GM, an investment that will entitle American taxpayers to ownership of about 60% of the new GM. As our auto workers and auto communities pass through these difficult times, we as a nation must do our part. That's why in March I appointed Ed Montgomery, Director of Recovery for Auto Communities and Workers. That's why 2 weeks ago Ed announced a Green Jobs training program for auto workers in hard-hit communities. And that's why last week Ed and Karen Mills, my Small Business Administration Chief, traveled to Indiana to announce a new plan to provide loans to auto, RV, and boat dealers to help finance floor plans. That's why we are accelerating the purchase of a federal fleet of cars to jumpstart demand and give the industry a boost at a time when it needs one. And that's why I'm calling on Congress to pass fleet modernization legislation that can provide a credit to consumers who turn in old cars and purchase cleaner, more fuel-efficient cars.